On Apple Valley News Now, tonight we take a deeper dive into the lawsuit regarding the firing of Granger's police chief. Plus, fortunately, no children hurt, but a Kennewick District school bus and a car collide.
And we're tracking cloudy skies and fog developing in the Mid-Columbia tonight. Tracking conditions for the first day of winter. It's all ahead in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling. The city of Granger under fire for the handling of a Granger police officer accused of sexual assault and their treatment of the former police chief who was fired after reporting it. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us both the victim and the former chief have filed tort claims against the city, claiming negligence and retaliation.
The city has 60 days from when those claims were filed to be able to respond, and if not, they're facing a lawsuit in civil court. I was able to get a hold of those claims, and here's what they say happened. According to the claims, Officer Glenn Trejo took a police report from the victim at her home last summer, then started showing up to pressure her into sexual acts and give her money despite her protests. More than 30 incidents in a year, most of them while he was in uniform and on duty.
Chief becomes aware of this potential interaction that is absolutely in violation of policy, inappropriate on any spectrum that you can think of. He informs the mayor and immediately wants to take steps to have an officer placed on leave.
But the claim says the mayor shut him down and then planned a cover-up with Officer Trejo and Lieutenant Seha, all close friends. That included pressuring the victim to say the chief was actually the one harassing her. Then the mayor put the chief on administrative leave in July and fired him in November.
You've got a citizen who's made a complaint, believes they were treated inappropriately, and in this case, absolutely treated horribly wrong by a uniformed law enforcement officer. And to see then a chief of the entity step in to try to say, wait a second, this ends, this is going to stop, and to see that chief retaliated against, it's shocking.
The victim was awarded a 10-year sexual assault protection order against Trejo this summer. And at some point, Officer Trejo was placed on administrative leave, but it's unclear what his current status is with the department. The victim's claim for damages $1 million over the city's negligence in her case. And the former police chief's claim $3 million over the city's retaliation against him.
Our goal here is to make sure that the light is shined on this scenario that's gone on, and hopefully make sure it doesn't happen again. If nothing else, that it'll never happen again in the town of Granger.
That's what's happening on the civil side. But on the criminal side, I spoke to the Mabton police chief, who told me their independent investigation into Trejo didn't find enough evidence for criminal charges, so none were filed, and the case will remain inactive unless new evidence comes up. I reached out to the city of Granger, but they declined to comment. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Union Gap police want to find the person who shot a loss prevention officer Monday night at the Valley Mall. These are photos of the suspect. Police say the loss prevention officer, a 37-year-old Yakima resident, was shot in both wrists when he tried to stop a suspected shoplifter. Officers described the suspect as 25 to 30 years old with slick-backed hair, a possible ponytail, and a teardrop tattoo below his eye. Police say he was wearing a dark-colored jacket and black pants. If you have information that can assist investigators, contact Union Gap Police and ask for the Detectives Division. A Kennewick School District bus was involved in a crash today on Kennewick Avenue. The driver of the car that hit the bus was unlicensed and told police that he fell asleep at the wheel, causing him to cross the center line. Police said the bus driver attempted to avoid the crash but wasn't able to. There were kindergarten-aged kids on the bus at the time of the crash, but they were unharmed. An update tonight regarding Bateman Island. It has reopened to the public for the first time since a fire scorched 6 acres of land there in September. This video shot in September shows the damage from the flames. The city of Richland, which manages Bateman Island, says all hazards have been removed from the island and it is safe to access. Let's talk weather. Stacy Lee joins us now with your First Alert weather forecast.
Well, we had those rain showers overnight and part of the day today. Things have cleared up. However, we're starting to see patchy fog developing in our area. Still rather warm tonight at 42 degrees. Our feels like temp 42 tonight. So a little bit of a warming trend is headed our way. Temperatures right now around the region looking good. It's 42 in Dayton, Tri-Cities, 41 in Yakima, 38 right now in Ellensburg. We are keeping an eye on this dense fog that's been developing throughout the day in Cle Elum. Looking good down the Yakima Valley. We're starting to see a little bit of fog, patchy fog developing in Prosser and Pendleton. Socked in right now tonight. Temperatures are going to stay pretty mild overnight, again above the freezing level, but the fog develops overnight for the Tri-Cities and in Yakima. Mostly cloudy skies with some patchy fog developing tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures staying pretty mild there as well. Patchy dense fog continues. Air stagnation and air quality could be a problem going forward the next couple of days. Our temperatures, though, are going to move above average. That's going to be nice. More rain headed our way on Friday. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert weather forecast. Jill?
Lieutenant Governor Denny Heck was in the Tri-Cities today speaking on the topic of civic health and respectful discourse. This afternoon, Lieutenant Governor Heck spoke with Tri-Cities leaders at the Benton Franklin Council of Governments. This comes on the heels of multiple roundtable discussions held across the state over the past year. This has been a part of the Project for Civic Health, which attempts to come up with strategies to improve dialogue among those with different political affiliations and worldviews.
The most important thing I've learned in the course of my deep dive on this is that face-to-face conversations around a table among people who have different worldviews is the best way to turn the temperature down, the best way to stop engaging in this kind of vitriolic, if you disagree with me, I hate you approach that we increasingly take in American politics.
Lieutenant Governor Heck says the groups involved in the Project for Civic Health will begin conversations tomorrow around concrete steps to address the problem of increasing division. He says some ideas include improved civics education at the grade school level and training for newly elected officials. Lieutenant Governor Heck also attended the Tri-Cities Civic Town Hall event this afternoon at Columbia Basin College. The city of Granger is dealing with concerns over a project to revitalize Main Street that came up at last week's council meeting. Their main contract is with Tri-Valley Construction, but the council is concerned over the work done by subcontractors. Councilmember Johnny Isidoria, who has a background in construction, said he did a walkthrough of the project and saw them using materials not rated for the cold weather. Councilmember Hilda Gonzalez told him he was too close to the project and needed to recuse himself from voting. He refused and was allowed to participate.
I'm a council member. You cannot ask me what not to do. You cannot, ma'am.
I can too.
Yeah, but you're way out of line.
Fantasia, was that a conversation with the attorney, or who was that from?
Mayor.
Of course.
We reached out to Tri-Valley Construction and they say subcontractors did run into minor snags during the project, but that they're being fixed and the extra cost will not fall on the city. You can make a difference and give someone the ultimate holiday present, the gift of life. The Harmon Center in Yakima and the Red Cross have teamed up for an end-of-year blood drive. They're asking donors to roll up their sleeves between 10 and 3 on Friday, December 29th. Keeping the kids interested and active during holiday break. There are several options for free fun in our region, and we'll tell you about them next. Cool and cloudy conditions. The first day of winter is Thursday, and Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert forecast. Plus, the chaos of holiday travel. Learn how a couple of furry llamas are helping holiday travelers smile in one Northwest airport. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 6.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal just $5.99, only at KFC.
Even Santa and his rowdy reindeer can't lasso this deal. Only Legends Casino Hotel can deliver a shiny new Volkswagen Jetta Sport or Atlas Cross Sport under your tree. Well, maybe not under the tree, that's a tough fit, but you can't win if you don't play. Using your Legends Rewards card during December's Cash and Car Roundup. Heck, that's another present missing from Santa's saddlebags. Cash, like thousands of dollars in cash, given away every Thursday in December. Leave the kids' toys to Santa. Let Legends Casino Hotel deliver you cash and VW cars this year.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Shop Goodwill, changing lives through the power of work.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, fun, practical, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the 2023 Kia Forte LXS at Overturf Kia and make a bold impression when you ride in style. Now, just $19,999. Plus, get 3.9% interest for up to 48 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that is on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
In a time when good service is hard to find, turn to Mel's Intercity Collision in your time of need, serving the Tri-Cities for nearly 50 years. With towing, repair, painting, and more, trust in Mel's. Mel's Intercity Collision, treating you and your car with respect.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
Here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Numerica Credit Union is providing opportunities for free family-friendly activities through the winter break. This is happening in several communities, including the Tri-Cities.
From hitting the ice to catching a classic holiday movie, Numerica Credit Union is providing several free events through the holidays. Starting Wednesday, December 20th, there are 2 free family ice skating sessions taking place at Toyota Arena at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., and skate rentals are included. On Friday, December 22nd, all 24 lanes of Atomic Bowl in Richland will be opened up for free family bowling starting at 9 a.m. Shoe rentals are included. If you're among the first 200 people to arrive, you'll receive $10 to the arcade, but there is a limit of 5 per family. If mini golf is more your style, the 18-hole course at Let's Glow Mini Golf in Kennewick is free from noon to 2 on December 27th. Only 75 people can play on the course at one time, and admission is first come, first served. On December 29th, Fairchild Cinemas in Pasco will be showing the holiday movie Elf for free. Showings start every 10 minutes, beginning at 9 a.m. And for the final day of family fun, you can get into the Quake Family Fun Center for free on January 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Admission is first come, first served to the trampoline park, toddler zone, tactical laser tag, laser maze, and virtual reality attractions.
According to Numerica, the 5 days of family fun ties into its recent launch of Numerica Cares for Kids, which invests in local youth and families. In addition to events taking place in the Tri-Cities, they're also happening in Spokane, Wenatchee, and North Idaho. Well, the holiday travel rush now underway around the country. More than 131 million people expected to travel during the holidays. Coast to coast, the TSA says it will screen close to 2.5 million passengers a day.
This Christmas end-of-year holiday season is looking to be the busiest we've had in a very, very long time, if not the busiest ever. We will be fully staffed for the holiday. We have high confidence that we'll be able to handle this volume.
Storms in the Northeast and Midwest on Monday did impact travel. Now the West Coast will brace for a 1-2 punch of heavy rain. Anyone traveling for the holidays knows it can produce stress. The answer to that may lie at Portland International Airport. There, travelers will find Prince and Benny. They're two therapy llamas, and according to their handlers, the animals can ease stress during a hectic season.
It can be a stressful time of year to travel, so getting a llama hug can kind of alleviate all the tension. It's the most fun to see everyone's reactions because you go from stress and concentrated trying to get to your gate on time to looking up and just seeing these 400-pound fluffs walking right by you.
The airport will have therapy dogs on hand tomorrow.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And all great ways to cope with that holiday travel stress. Legends Casino Skycam tonight again. Clear skies. We had the rain on and off today. We've got some cloud cover over the area. We're starting to see fog develop in some places. 42 degrees outside right now. Our sunset at 4:12. Here's satellite and radar. We've got a trough of low pressure sitting over us. Now the 1-2 punch, we've already had one. The 2 punch, though, is going to stay mainly to the south, where Southern California, the Sierras, they're going to be getting lots of rain and snow, and even a little bit still falling in central Oregon. Most of our rain has evaporated for the night in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities area. Here's the weather pattern for the next couple of days. Again, system sitting down from San Francisco all the way down into Southern California, so they'll continue to see that. We've got a nice jet stream right on top of us, right at the Canadian border. That's going to keep us dry and actually a little bit of a warming trend as we move forward. Here's Futurecast with those cloudy skies through the area tonight. Those will continue to persist through the evening. There's still a chance of a stray shower in eastern Oregon near Pendleton tonight. And then those clouds starting to lift as we get through our Wednesday afternoon. We should see some sun breaks around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, looking pretty good. But do count on some cloudy skies and fog lingering and during the day. We'll see the cloudy skies and fog continue into Friday. Here's Friday 1 a.m. and then we have another system moving in later on Friday into Saturday. So here's our temperature trend, staying above the average, just a few degrees in the Tri-Cities. Will drop down below average moving into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. In Yakima, they're staying well above that average there in the 40s, so pretty mild conditions overall, dropping down to the average as we head into the weekend. If you're hitting the road the next couple of days over that holiday weekend, here's what things are going to be looking like. You'll encounter some showers. We could even see some snow across the mountain passes as we get a little bit closer to the weekend, so just be prepared for winter driving conditions. Moving into the Portland area, we'll see rain on Friday, okay on Saturday, about a 20% chance there with some rain showers predicted for Christmas Eve. And if you're heading into the Spokane area for the holiday weekend, look for the potential for rain and maybe some rain mixed with snow on Saturday due to these lower conditions in the evening, lower temperatures, I should say. So watch for that if you are traveling in that direction. Patchy fog tonight, temperatures staying above the freezing mark, 30s, mid-30s in the foothills of the Blues, Columbia Basin, and we'll see those temperatures in the low to mid-30s in the the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. For tomorrow, our daytime highs above the average, looking good. Look at Dayton, nearly 50 degrees there. We'll see the mid-40s, Columbia Basin, mid-40s into the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Planning your day, look for 35 out the door in Yakima. Noon, a little bit of fog, so cloud cover and fog is possible on and off. We should see some sun breaks in the afternoon. Some morning fog for the Tri-Cities with 37 at the bus stop. Partly cloudy, but some sun breaks in the afternoon. And Walla Walla, well, unfortunately, could be socked in with some fog for most of the day, but the temperatures are staying pretty warm, so we'll take that. All right, still to come, I've got your reason to smile. Jill?
Well, we've had more than our fair share of wildfires in the Pacific Northwest. Now, new research shows there's another health hazard regarding wildfires besides just smoke. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Want $500? It's Santa's Big Give from Coca-Cola of Yakima and Tri-Cities. To enter, click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com. $500. Santa's Big Give from Coca-Cola of Yakima and Tri-Cities and applevalleyNewsNow.com.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Brian Smith.
And I'm attorney Megan Hale. Thank you for voting us Yakima's first choice for personal injury, civil law, and best overall law firm.
We are honored and grateful to be part of this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's dropping off presents in a sporty Civic or picking up a few for yourself in a fun-to-drive HR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
When you love the environment, you work to protect it. The Subaru Solterra electric SUV. Subaru's first all-electric, zero-emissions SUV.
We've got some catching up to do.
Sure do. Built to help you protect the environment as you explore it. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Find your way home in a new Subaru Solterra from McCurley Subaru during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
George and Heidi use Verizon. Dan and Tina have Spectrum Mobile. With Verizon, George and Heidi pay way more for their 2 unlimited lines. With Spectrum, Dan and Tina get 1 unlimited mobile line for $29.99 and their second line free. And with Spectrum, there are no added taxes or hidden fees. Dan and Tina save big, over $1,500 in savings. So George and Heidi, what do you think?
We're switching to Spectrum.
Get 1 unlimited line for $29.99 and get your next line free. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
New research suggests wildfire heat can unlock chemicals from the soil and transform them into cancer-causing agents. This new study looks at the effect on naturally occurring metals within soil and plants. High heat from wildfires can change chromium, for example, from its benign version into toxic airborne particles. You can find the study in the journal Nature Communications. Call it the ultimate Christmas gift. You have more than 500 million reasons to buy a Powerball ticket. But first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
And come take a look at your screen. Great photo from Alyssa Tuck of Prosser. She was in the beautiful Puget Sound last weekend and grabbed a glorious sunset. Thank you so much for sharing. Remember, you can travel and get those photos as well. Just get outside, snap them, and send them to me, S. Lee, at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Reason to Smile brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental of Pasco.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics, what is it going to look like, what does the food preparation look like. We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have, we try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
Do more together. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Youth ride free with BFT. Check your student ID for the BFT logo, show it to the driver, and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Ask your school how to get yours.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Tomorrow, it's a show me the money that may get you to believe.
So now you're a believer? Yes!
Just in time for the holidays.
That's gonna help.
Plus, a big surprise that'll ring all the bells.
Oh my goodness! Bravo!
Tomorrow at 7 a on GMA.
Want $500? It's Santa's Big Give from Coca-Cola of Yakima and Tri-Cities. To enter, click on contests at AppleValleyNews.com. $500. Santa's Big Give from Coca-Cola of Yakima and Tri-Cities and AppleValleyNews.com. Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs & Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest. Your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on contests at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and follow the instructions. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs & Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
It's the ultimate gift this holiday season. This week, someone could become a multi-millionaire. No one ticket had all the winning numbers from Monday night's Powerball drawing. The jackpot has topped $500 million, reaching $572 million. The next drawing is tomorrow night at 8. The game has not had someone win the jackpot since October 11th. Your odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 292 million per $2 ticket. Next, we have an air fryer recall to tell you about. Also, closing statements presented in the trial of a former Pasco police officer. We'll have the latest on what happened today in court. And we'll show you a wintry spot for snowshoeing when we fly the Northwest. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Both the defense and prosecution gave their closing statements in the retrial of Richard Aguirre, a former Pasco police officer accused of killing a Spokane woman over 3 decades ago. Aguirre is being tried for first-degree murder and faces a maximum sentence of life in prison if convicted. Marissa Rio was in court today and shares what both sides presented in their cases. We'd like to warn you that due to the information presented at trial, some viewers may find the details of this story uncomfortable to hear.
Aguirre sat in court today as both the prosecution and defense argued their cases. The prosecution gave their closing remarks first.
We have one dead victim, and we have one condom, and one person with the opportunity to be able to commit this crime. One condom that was filled with the DNA of Richard J. Aguirre.
The defense argued that the condom was found in an area known for prostitution. She said there had to have been other condoms in the area as well.
When the state claims that it was the only condom present in the entire area, I submit that that is not reasonable, and it is certainly not a basis to find Mr. Aguirre guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Whaley with the state argued that strangulation caused Doss's death, and Aguirre had admitted to a friend that he choked a woman the night Doss died.
She talked to you about how that particular form, that strangulation, would take 3 minutes under perfect circumstances. So what we have here is time, Your Honor, distance, Your Honor, that shows a clear intent to cause someone's death.
Aguirre's attorney clapped back and said if Aguirre was the killer, his DNA would have been on the neck of Doss's blouse, and it wasn't.
So now we have Mr. Aguirre excluded from the neck and from the jacket that Ms. Doss was wearing when she was strangled. We have him excluded from the black pants that were unzipped. We now have him excluded as a contributor to DNA on the underwear that Ms. Doss was wearing.
The judge said he would take all evidence and testimony into consideration. A ruling is expected on December 26.
That was Marissa Rio reporting. As a reminder, Aguirre waived his right to a jury trial back in October, and that's why the judge is deciding this case. Let's switch gears and talk weather. Stacey Lee joins us now with your first alert weather forecast.
That's right. Not a bad night outside. Still pretty warm at 42 degrees, and that's our feels like temperature in our Legends Casino Skycam Columbia Point in Richland. We are going to be watching for some fog developing, and it already is developing in some regions, some areas around our region. Other temps around the region, 40s in Yakima and Toppenish. We're staying in the 30s here for Pendleton and Walla Walla. Dayton right now, 42 degrees. Now let's take a look at that patchy fog down to a quarter mile or less visibility in Pendleton. So very foggy between Pendleton and Walla Walla. Plus we're seeing that heavy fog in the Cle Elum area tonight as well. Starting to see a little bit of fog developing in Prosser. Here's what those overnight low temperatures are going to be like. So definitely want to need a coat, but staying above the freezing level. And a quick peek at that 7-day planning forecast. Look for those foggy conditions the next couple of days in Walla Walla. Here comes our chance of rain on Friday. We should see a slight chance of rain Saturday, hopefully dry there. Christmas Eve, though, not looking too bad. And then we have a chance of some showers on Christmas Day. Let's take a look at Tri-Cities again. Fog here, fog developing in Yakima, and then we have some clearing. We'll have a little bit cooler temperatures, and then we have a chance of rain mixed with snow as we get into the day after Christmas. So be aware of that, but not a bad looking forecast going forward. More details in your first alert full weather forecast. Jill?
The first female justice on the Supreme Court, Sandra Day O'Connor, is being remembered at a funeral at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. Liz Landers reports from Washington, D.C.
A trailblazer remembered in Washington, D.C. today. Former Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor memorialized at the National Cathedral after she died earlier this month. Her casket carried into the cathedral as loved ones and former colleagues gathered. Chief Justice Roberts, O'Connor's son Jay, and President Biden all delivering eulogies at her funeral.
Equal justice under law is the noblest aspiration of humankind, and the aspiration of Sandra Day O'Connor, one that she pursued her whole life.
It's hard to be the only woman on the court, which I experienced for about 10 years or so.
The Arizona native was the first female Supreme Court justice, appointed by President Reagan in 1981 and serving for 2 decades on the high court before retiring in 2006. She was known for her decisions favoring states in disputes with the federal government and twice joined the majority to uphold Roe v. Wade, reaffirming a woman's right to an abortion. Monday, lying in repose at the Supreme Court, where the public and fellow justices could remember her.
Like countless other women, I will always remember the day Sandra was nominated to become the first female Supreme Court justice. Sitting in my district attorney's office in New York, I felt the gravity of her nomination.
O'Connor was 93 years old.
O'Connor once said that she hoped her tombstone would read, "Here lies a good judge." Yesterday, Justice Sotomayor said it also should remember her as a wife, sister, grandmother, all the other aspects of her life. In Washington, Liz Landers, ABC News.
A new report finds several foreign nations tried to influence the 2022 midterms. According to the declassified assessment, the intelligence community believes that China attempted to influence some midterm races involving both Republicans and Democrats. The assessment found Russia sought to negatively impact the Democratic Party before the elections. According to the assessment, Iran's influence sought to exploit perceived social divisions and undermine confidence in U.S. democratic institutions. The assessment also found Cuba engaged in more narrow efforts to support or undermine specific candidates. The report did not focus on the election's outcome due to outside influence. According to the report, there was no known order from any foreign leader to undertake a comprehensive whole-of-government influence campaign like the one Russia carried out in 2016. As states across the country enact stricter abortion access laws, many women find themselves caught between preserving their health and possible prison time in some locations. Such is the case for one Ohio woman who now faces criminal charges, not for having an abortion, but after suffering a miscarriage. Laura Aguirre has more on this controversial case with potentially huge legal ramifications in the national abortion debate.
Brittany Watts of Ohio was just under 22 weeks pregnant in September, says a coroner's report, and had gone to the hospital at least twice for pain. Both times she left after being made to wait for hours without treatment, according to the Washington Post.
Ended up going home, had a miscarriage like many others have experienced, and is now being charged with abuse of a corpse.
Maris is not Watts' attorney, but is a defense and trial lawyer closely watching this case. The Post says Watts returned to the hospital, where a nurse called police after Watts told the nurse that remains from the miscarriage could be found at Watts' home.
Prosecutors essentially said it was irrelevant whether or not the fetus was, whether or not there was a live birth. They were focused on everything that happened after.
And it was after the miscarriage, county records show, Watts tried to flush some of the remains and put the rest in a bucket left outside. An autopsy found no recent injuries to the fetus, which had died in utero. Watts' lawyer tells CNN in a statement that there is no law in Ohio that requires a mother to bury or cremate the remains of a miscarriage, and they will continue to fight the charge.
There's a lot of uncertainty about the way these statutes are going to be used, and there's less constitutional barriers that were in place under Roe.
I'm Laura Aguirre for Apple Valley News Now.
According to media reports, a group called Ohio Physicians for Reproductive Rights is urging prosecutors to drop Watts' case. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump posted his support of Watts on the social platform known as X. A GoFundMe for Watts' legal defense has raised more than $135,000. If convicted, felony abuse of a corpse is punishable by up to a year in prison and a $2,500 fine. A consumer alert. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, Empower Brands is recalling 2 models of the Power XL Dual Basket Air Fryer. The agency has received over 40 reports of the food baskets breaking apart during use and 3 reports of burns. According to the alert, the plastic piece that's used to connect the 2 baskets inside the units can break and pose a burn hazard. The recall applies to air fryers labeled Power XL Dual Basket Air Fryer with model numbers DUAF-005 and DUAF-10. The items were sold at popular retail stores like Walmart, Target, and Kohl's between August 2021 through October of this year. Consumers can receive a full refund by contacting Empower Brands. A surge in home building last month amid a historic shortage of housing inventory and falling mortgage rates. Housing starts increased 14.8% in November compared to the month before, rising for the 3rd month in a row. The rate of housing starts has not been this high since May. The number of units started was up 9.3% from a year ago. Living trees versus fake ones. A new survey shows which type people truly prefer at Christmas. Stacey Lee is tracking chilly conditions and showers. Her first alert forecast coming up next. Plus, battle at the border. The new law in Texas that likely will lead to a fight in court. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance from Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options and make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
ProClean Auto Detail Systems is fully staffed and here for you. We are taking extra precaution by offering free pickup and drop-off of your vehicle. Harsh winter conditions can be harmful to your vehicle's paint. Help protect it with a coat of winter wax. Take your interior clean to the next level with BioPledge antimicrobial protection. Gift certificates are good for all our services, including details, starting at just $125. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday season. ProClean Auto Detail Systems, the future of auto detailing.
There's still time to save with Bi-Mart's latest Christmas savings book posted at Bi-Mart.com. There's 20 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for the holidays. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
The governor of Texas taking aim at migrants with a new law that will allow police to arrest people they suspect entered the U.S. illegally. Now Mexico's president and the ACLU are fighting back. ABC's Melissa Adon has the latest on this growing battle at the border.
The ACLU and the state of Texas likely heading to court over the situation at the border with Mexico. On Monday, Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott signing a new law known as SB 4, which allows for local and state law enforcement in Texas to arrest and deport people they suspect crossed into the U.S. illegally. It carries a punishment of up to 6 months in jail, and repeat offenders could face up to 20 years in prison, and it gives judges the ability to deport them back to Mexico. The new law has exceptions at places of warships, schools, and healthcare facilities. Abbott blasting the president, saying Texas needs to defend itself from drug cartels, accusing Biden of deliberate inaction. Biden says the federal government, not individual states, is charged with determining how and when to remove non-citizens for violating immigration laws. The ACLU and the Texas Civil Rights Project filing a lawsuit against SB 4, claiming the new law violates the Constitution.
It will impact our communities. It will impact our community safety. It will separate families. And that is just a reality that we cannot abide by. The state of Texas cannot impose its own policy preferences.
The Mexican government also taking steps to challenge this. Mexico's president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, calling the law inhumane and politics related.
ABC's Melissa Adon reporting there are still questions as to how exactly SB 4 will be implemented, but it is set to go into effect in March. Many Christmas trees come from the Pacific Northwest. However, a new survey shows more people opting for a fake tree. An American Christmas Tree Association survey found 77% of Americans who display a Christmas tree chose an artificial one. The shift to fake trees has been steady since the mid-90s and it spiked 2 years ago. According to the Real Christmas Tree Board, the natural Christmas tree industry has been in a slow decline over 40 to 50 years. Oregon is the top producer of Christmas trees. However, between 2005 and 2020, the total number of tree farms in Oregon plummeted from nearly 1,600 to just under 500.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And I know I joined the faux tree bandwagon myself, so unfortunately. All right, let's take a look at our radar and satellite combined and see what's happening out on the Pacific coast. We had our big punch of weather today. We actually are going to sit between a little clearing here, but most of the next system is going to impact California all the way down. So this is just still moving out of Washington State, but overall not a bad looking forecast. Here we go. System impacts the west coast. That was today what we were seeing. That low pressure trough brings it on down into California, into the Rocky Mountains, into the Sierra Nevadas. They'll see some rain, but look at this, our jet stream right at the Canadian border. That's going to keep us warm and dry for a little while anyway. We are dealing with low clouds and fog and maybe even a stray shower tonight through the Pendleton area just outside of the Tri-Cities across the Horse Heaven Hills. So that's very, very light and very quick. As we go through the day tomorrow, we'll start to see some clearing skies in the afternoon, but look for the low clouds and fog in the morning, and we'll have to contend with that the following day as well on Thursday, the first day of winter. Dust Devil Giza Sky Cam tonight, 42 degrees. Our dew point is 40 degrees, and our winds are, well, it's nice and calm tonight, so that's good news. 24-hour temperature change. So if it's feeling a little warmer, you're right. We are 8 degrees warmer right now in Dayton than we were just 24 hours ago. 5 degrees warmer in Tri-Cities and Ellensburg, and a full 7 degrees warmer right now in Connell. If you're going to be hitting the road this weekend, this is what you can expect. We could see a little bit of snow coming across the upper portion of the Cascades, hopefully not at pass level. As we get a little closer, we'll be able to get you some information on that, but there is some rain that you will expect in the Seattle area on and off throughout the weekend. It's going to be wet on and off as well in the Portland area. 40s during the day, dropping down in the chilly 30s at night. And if you're heading up into the Spokane area, be aware of some dense fog there as well. And even rain mixed with snow on Saturday, with these temperatures getting pretty chilly. So that can make for slick roads if you're heading that direction. Let's take a look at our temperatures tonight. Look for patchy fog. Most of us staying above the freezing level. A little bit cooler in Yakima and Ellensburg tonight, but everybody else staying in the mid-30s. Tomorrow, a nice little warm up with temperatures climbing close to 50 degrees in Dayton. Pendleton at 44. We'll see 43 in the Tri-Cities. Look at those 40s in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Let's plan your day out for tomorrow. At the bus stop, chilly in Yakima, a little bit cloudy and overcast with some fog and low clouds possible. Should be seeing some sun breaks later in the afternoon. Tri-Cities, you'll see that fog in the morning, a little overcast midday, and then some afternoon sunshine breaking through. Good time to get out, do the dog walk, or get those decorations all set up outside. And in Walla Walla, look for a foggy day, mostly cloudy skies, just like we're seeing tonight, with temperatures, though, on the warm side. So not a terrible forecast, but a little unsettled, and then we'll see that next chance of rain headed our way on Friday. More to get to, including your 7-day planning forecast. Stay with us as Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 continues right after this.
Let Columbia Safety's experienced staff prepare you for emergency situations. Get certified in CPR, first aid, nursing assistant, or EMT. Visit columbiasafety.net to sign up for our in-person or online courses. Columbia Safety, training for the future.
Save big now during the year-end sales event at Valley Nissan. Take advantage of our best selection in over 2 years. Discounts so big, the manufacturer won't let us post them. Valley Nissan is dealing on every new Nissan in stock. We must sell them fast so we can earn more from the manufacturer. Save on Rogue, Frontier, Altima, Titan, Pathfinder, and Sentra. Every vehicle tagged with full savings. Plus, get top dollar for your valuable trade-in. Don't miss the year-end sales event going on now at Valley Nissan.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
Here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
We gave a real chef an expensive cocktail dress to wear to work to prove that Electrolux with Smart Boost technology offers the most effective stain removal. Because unlike other washers, only Smart Boost pre-mixes water and detergent for the best wash possible. There's clean, and then there's Electrolux Clean.
Pay no interest when paid in full in 12 months at Fred's Appliance.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Get your new appliance today.
George and Heidi use Verizon. Dan and Tina have Spectrum Mobile. With Verizon, George and Heidi pay way more for their 2 unlimited lines. With Spectrum, Dan and Tina get 1 unlimited mobile line for $29.99 and their second line free. And with Spectrum, there are no added taxes or hidden fees. Dan and Tina save big, over $1,500 in savings. So George and Heidi, what do you think?
We're switching to Spectrum.
Get 1 unlimited line for $29.99 and get your next line free. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Space tourism company Blue Origin conducted a launch this morning in West Texas.
Ignition of our BE-3 engine and liftoff.
That unmanned Blue Origin rocket launched with 33 science and research payloads and 38,000 postcards from the nonprofit Club for the Future. This marks the first successful Blue Origin launch since last year's botched takeoff, which stalled the program. The rocket rose to more than 351,000 feet and remained aloft for more than 7 minutes before returning to Earth. The launch was supposed to happen Monday, but was scrubbed due to what Blue Origin described as a ground system issue. It's that time of year when exercising outside gets a bit more challenging with our cold and wet weather. But there's an option for getting your heart and blood pumping in the snow. Snowshoeing at Priest Lake is our focus as we fly the Northwest.
Today we just got the family out and we came up to the golf course here at Priest Lake. In the wintertime they turn it into a Nordic center, so you can cross-country ski or snowshoe on it. They set some tracks for snowshoers.
It's really fun and you just get to be outside and you get to go in the snow, and I'd say you should do it.
It's relaxing and it's really beautiful.
You don't have to stay on that groomed track. You can go out wherever you want to go. It's really fun when there's a lot of powder. I don't know, there's no people. It's just kind of fun to go have some space to go check it out and see what animals run out at you. No one really has any snow, but we have some. I get out and come take a day trip and, you know, get some fresh air. And I mean, I have heard it called a winter wonderland or even a snow globe sometimes. It is really pretty. You never know what you're going to see.
Priest Lake is located just over the Idaho border, north of U.S. Highway 2. We'll have a final look at your weather when we come back.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Do more together this holiday. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy.
Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your community Chevy dealers.
It's that time again.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds on brand name mattress sets.
All remaining models from last year's inventory are on sale.
Here's your chance to get a comfortable, great night's sleep at up to 60% off.
Don't hesitate, or else you'll have to wait another year to take advantage of these incredible savings.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
In a time when good service is hard to find, turn to Mel's Inner City Collision in your time of need, serving the Tri-Cities for nearly 50 years. With towing, repair, painting, and more, trust in Mel's. Mel's Inner City Collision, treating you and your car with respect.
Maybe I got time and I'll let it go. I said, look, Mom, I ain't got no brains.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
And welcome back. One final look at our weather planning ahead for the next 7 days. That first day of winter officially on Thursday. That's your winter solstice there. Friday, slight chance of showers coming through the area. Saturday looks pretty good in Yakima anyway. Christmas Eve not bad, but then we have those chances of showers and some rain mixed with snow possibly in the forecast there next Tuesday, the day after Christmas. There's that fog lingering in the Columbia Basin. Slight chance of rain on Friday. Saturday looking pretty nice. Christmas Eve, it looks pretty nice, Tri-Cities, but check out those overnight lows, Jill, getting chilly. So if any precip does come through the area, it could be a snowflake. We have a slight chance of a white Christmas maybe. It won't stick around. And then we've got that fog lingering in Walla Walla. Better chance of rain there on Friday. And Merry Christmas coming Sunday, Monday. It's already here. Wow.
Yeah, winter's already here.
That's
Thursday.
right.
That's crazy.
Officially.
Well, thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com. And we are back tonight at 11.